Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications to see all of my future videos. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can apply your jelly tips with Polygel. So you can do this with any type of full cover nail tips. They do not have to be soft gel. They can be plastic ones, whatever fits your nail and the ones that you want to apply. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that the nail tip goes from sidewall to sidewall, and I'm going to go ahead and size out all of the tips to fit my nails. If you are in between sizes, I would just recommend that you go ahead and go a size up. That way the polygel will correctly fit inside of the nail tip. This method is mainly for the people that have nail tips with a very high apex and your natural nail beds are very flat. This method just basically fills in the gap between your natural nail and the apex of the nail, and it also holds in place just as well as any other application method. So once I have all of the nail tips picked out, I'm going to go ahead and get my polygel. I am using the Tamika polygel. This one is the clear one. Honestly, you can use whatever color you like. If you're going to be adding a design, it really doesn't matter. So I have my slip solution here in a little dish, and I'm going to be using the McCart polygel brush and picker. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to let you know the first step to this method I have already done, which is to prep your nails. So I just prep mine how I would normally prep my nails for polygel. Push back your cuticles, file away the shine, and definitely add a base gel to your nails. This will give the polygel something to adhere to and make your manicure last a little bit longer. I just personally used a light pink glitter gel polish, but this is completely up to you. After I have the bead of polygel on the nail tip, I'm going to gently spread it out around the cuticle and sidewall areas. You don't need to sculpt the polygel all the way down the nail tip, only the base of the nail is fine. I'm then going to take the nail tip and push it down around my cuticle area and push the nail tip down to avoid any air bubbles until the polygel has overlapped the free edge of my natural nail. I'm then going to clean up around the sidewall and cuticle areas of the nail and also clean up the underside of the nail as well. Personally, I just don't like the look of the polygel overlapping the free edge of my nail to this extent, so I do want to wipe away quite a bit of that. Here's how it looks, and I'm going to go ahead and cure, and of course I'm going to repeat the same process for all of my other nails. It can take a little bit of practice to understand how much polygel that you need to put within your nail tip. I personally would recommend to start with your pinky and work in towards your thumb. This is because as you're working with the bigger nails such as your thumb, index, middle, and ring finger, by the time that you get to your pinky, you're probably going to be adding way too much polygel and you don't want to waste it. So basically this method of application is the same as the normal jelly tip application. However, we're using polygel instead of liquid builder gel. It's honestly just a personal preference which method you would like to apply your jelly tips with. Because I've been working with polygel for so long now, working with liquid builder gel is very difficult for me. The reason for this is liquid builder gel is a lot more runny than polygel is. So by the time I put the nail tip in place and I move my hand over to my lamp to cure it, I've already wiggled it around and I have some air bubbles underneath the nail tip, which I really don't want. So this method basically just eliminates all of that because the polygel does not move out of place so easily. Another reason I really love this method of application is the apex of the nail. So as you guys may know, some of these jelly tips do have a pretty high apex to them, and if you're like me and have very flat nail beds, this is a bad combination. You're basically going to have to fill in the entire apex of the nail somehow. You can do this by building an apex on your natural nails before applying the nail tips, or fill it in with the liquid builder gel or polygel. And since the polygel is thicker, it's going to do this job a lot easier than the liquid builder gel. You also want to make sure that there's no gap at all in between your natural nail and the nail tip. So when you're smoothing out the backside of the nail after applying your nail tip, make sure there's no gaps. This can trap a lot of dirt, moisture, and even cause infections. I've been seeing a lot of people ask this question lately, so I did want to answer it within this video. This also applies to the normal Gel X method using the liquid builder gel. So the question is, can you pre-paint the nail tips and then cure them into place like usual? And in short, the answer is no, but it does have a few exceptions. Exception number 1 is that you paint the nail with a transparent polish. This will still allow the UV LED lamp to penetrate the nail and cure the gel into place. The last exception being that you use acrylic instead of gel. So basically, if you did this method, you would be able to paint and design the nail tips before you place them on your nails, but instead of using gel, you would be using acrylic powder and monomer. You would place the wet bead of acrylic at the cuticle area of the nail tip and then push the nail into place as you would with the Gel X method. So since you would be using acrylic, there's no need for a UV LED lamp. Basically, you would just have to sit and wait and allow the acrylic to fully dry. I've never tried this, but I've seen plenty of people do it on YouTube videos, so let me know down in the comments if you would like me to try it. If you have any crooked fingers like my pinky, all you need to do is turn the nail tip over to match the other nails. So I'm going to tilt it over to the left, and this is going to make the nail appear straight. After curing, here are the nails. The last step would be to buff the surface of your nails and apply your nail design. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you learned something new. See you guys in the next video. Bye!